over to Jesus with 2, with 1. The buzzer sounds. Raise another banner to the Cameron Rafters. The Sleeping Giant and the Blue Devils are back as champions of the ACC.
You notice? We have to play. That's the path, right? It's already written. You get an opportunity to avenge every single loss that you had this year. It's already written. It's already told. It's up to you to make it a reality. Think about that. Opponents could have been any order, right? Could have gone anyway. Went down to the last day of the season, right? Went down to the last day of the season. We could have been anywhere from. They could have been anywhere. This is already written for us. The perfect path. Everything that we didn't get a chance to do in the regular season, we get an opportunity to do in 1 weekend. 1 weekend. Be the best team for 1 weekend. That's our goal. Come home with the championship.
Tonight we close down quarterfinal Friday of this 48th ACC Women's Basketball Championship as the Duke Blue Devils take the floor for the first time in this event to take on the Louisville Cardinals. The Blue Devils arrive here in Greensboro having won 3 consecutive games. They're 23-7 overall, 14-4 in the ACC. Toby Fournier named the ACC Freshman of the Year, named to the ACC All-Freshman Team, and named First Team All-ACC. Additionally, Jaden Donovan was named to the ACC All-Defensive Team, and Ashlyn Jackson was chosen to be Second Team All-ACC as well.
Both sides of the ball, and hey, let's play our hardest, y'all. We're not going home. We don't lose from this time on, all right? Let's go.
Proud of the team's effort. Any win in March is a good win. Doesn't matter how it looks or what you do. And this is such a difficult tournament, and Louisville is a terrific team, formidable opponent for us. We started the game off so well defensively. I thought the first half was a great defensive effort by us, and then they made a run, as good teams do. And I was really proud of how we settled ourselves back down. We got a little sped up, made some uncharacteristic plays, but we settled ourselves back down, and that's what you have to do in March. Like, you have to be able to handle another team's run and then come back, and we did that with some winning plays. I thought these two up here were really pivotal for us winning. Alucci making plays and finishing. I thought Reagan's 2 threes late when we had kind of gotten a little wobbly there offensively steadied us. They were big-time shots, so just pleased to be moving on.
Thanks, Pete.
It's a hard-fought battle. It's what we expected. Notre Dame is a great team, and a team that's really hard to prepare for and really hard to play because they have so many weapons, and they're very good on both ends of the floor. I thought our team stayed really disciplined defensively. I need to mention DeJesus. She was unbelievable. She came in the first half and changed the game for us with her shot-making ability, with her fearlessness on the drives, and with her defensive presence and just her competitiveness. And we talk about that a lot with every player on our team. Be ready to make plays. And I'm confident in all of them to make plays at any moment against any team. And so when they get in the game, they know that. And I thought she was a big difference maker for us. I thought we executed what we were trying to do, keep them out of transition as much as we could and limit their opportunities on the glass. They beat us pretty big on the glass in the first meeting, and so we were able to kind of turn that into a double-digit plus for us. And then just made big plays late. I mean, it's what you'd expect in a March game. It was close, a possession game in the fourth quarter, and we had some players make some huge plays to give us that final separation.
It's Championship Sunday at the ACC Tournament in Greensboro. We gear up for another monumental clash inside of this basketball cathedral. Preparation and opportunity meet as Duke and NC State collide for the 90th time.
Everybody in here hoping for more of the same. of what we saw in the regular season when these two met. It was a barn burner, one of the best we saw all year. And when you're going against Duke, you've got to be able to break it off because their defense is tremendous. And it will be a challenge with this Duke defense that is smoking hot in the postseason. Dictate, disrupt, determine the shots that you take. You have to handle pressure. You got to welcome it. You have to invite it. And then you got to play out of it. But Duke's going to bring the energy, and it is going to be 40 minutes of sweat equity in Kara Lawson's team.
You guys know the saying, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Duke lost 4 regular season ACC games. They've since avenged 3 of them. Only one left is NC State. If Duke does pull this off against their rival, we may think about renaming this Duke team the Avengers.
Delaney Thomas will jump center for the Blue Devils. Sanaya Rivers will counter for NC State. Joe Vasili into the center circle, the toss in the tip, batted around, and the Blue Devils have it, attacking the goal to our right.
Offensive foul called on Reagan Richardson. They're going to need the senior to stay in the game today.
Ashland probing, lost the handle, stolen by Rivers. Rivers, the ACC all-defensive team member, gets the steal. Stayed up 4-0. Here's James on the left, transition 3, good. Timeout Duke. 7-0 start for NC State. 7:47 to go in the first quarter. Kara Lawson calls for time.
A great timeout by Coach Lawson. And we said this is kind of how Duke started the last game at NC State, and they will regroup and come back out and figure it out.
Blue. Mayer bounces one to Thomas, left of the lane. Delaney a head fake on Trigger. Thomas now feeds one to Mayer, right of the lane. Starts to drive, pulls up from 14. High arcing rainbow shot is good.
Love that play off the whiteboard, out of the timeout. T. Mayer, she knocks down the short shot.
Pass to Jackson on the left. Finds Delaney Thomas at the head of the key. Thomas looking. Little give and go for Alucci. Drives into the paint, up with the left hand. High off the glass and in.
You want energy for 40 minutes. That's the player that'll give it to you. I mean, she only knows one speed, and that is fast. This is where they win games. Her, along with Jaden Donovan, a member of the All-ACC defensive team, they locked down Notre Dame yesterday. Hayes for 3, got it. 2 strong dribbles to the midline, then spins back, and the spin is so quick that even if you dig, you're most likely going to pick up a foul.
There'll be a handoff to Jackson straight away, going to hoist it straight on 3. Give it to her!
Ashlyn Jackson off that handoff. She just needs a little bit of room, and she drills the 3.
Donovan the rebound goes, she'll dribble it out, and that's the end of the first quarter. They trail by only 9 after 1. Blue Devils still very much in it.
And playing great defense and some shots not falling. But Chris, this is what happened the last game. In the second quarter, Duke readjusted, came out, and went on a 20-0 run.
Reagan Richardson muscles it up and in on the drive. Really nice job rejecting the screen. That's Ashlyn Jackson, her second bucket.
Into the paint. Really traveled, she did.
And all because Jaden Donovan got in there and got a hand on the ball. Came to help, forced that turnover.
Jackson trying to take charge, and she's doing just that.
Jackson up top, a straight on 3, switch!
Talk about creating your shot. Ashlyn came to play today. Another one from long range.
Her second 3 of the game, Duke down 10.
Pump fake by Brooks. The defender flies by, and she drops a 3. But then they're going to get a takeaway and a race to the other end. Jackson running with a Kanawa for the lay-in. Look how quickly Duke converts from their D to their O. Jackson, the defender went under, and she buries a 3.
Ashlyn, a jab step, drives left baseline, and then is bumped, throws one out to Richardson. Extra pass to Kanawa, right wing for 3, bullseye!
Again, out of transition. Duke gets out and run and shares the basketball.
Blue Devils have cut the 14-point deficit. Kanawa hits the open jumper.
Hits one to Wood. Open right corner, rainbow 3, swish! Big three for Jordan Wood.
She knocks it down like a pro, gives Duke a single-digit margin.
To be a winner in March, you have to be tested and exposed during the regular season to know individually what you're about and know what your team's about. I believe that you have to play tough people and put yourself in tough environments and not just try to get a good record. You got to play real teams and you got to get exposed. And so I think it's just been a continuous build for us, and it all came together this weekend.
I think in the first half, I don't want to psychoanalyze it. I don't know what it was. I think just the moment was a little big for us in the beginning. It was our first championship game, and they've obviously been 5 to the last 6, so they were like just in rhythm and ready, and we weren't. So I called that early timeout, and then even towards the end of the half, we just weren't sharp. So we just talked about that again. We were honest, and we talked about halftime. Hey, where we're falling short, and hey, if we're gonna go down being us. There's nothing worse than going down trying to be somebody else, man. You better go down being yourself. And so that's what we talked about at halftime. Like, if we're not gonna win this, we're gonna at least play our style, our brand of basketball. What a championship performance in that second half by our defense. It was amazing.
Yeah, you guys were so impressive, Coach, in that second half. So much to be proud of as you get ready for the rest of March Madness. We cannot wait to see what your team is able to do.
And the most meaningful pursuits in life are the things that you have to earn, not the things people vote on, not the things that people give their opinion on. It's what you earn between the lines. And that's why this was meaningful, because it's about the team and it's about a championship. And at Duke, we hang banners for championships, and this group's gonna have one at Cameron.
With one, the buzzer sounds, raise another banner to the Cameron rafters. The sleeping giant is awake, and the Blue Devils are back as champions of the ACC.